What about you? Are you like born this way?
Well,
you
no,
can play
I
the piano, the guitar, everything.
Well, I try. You know, I try. But this is a real honor and a real treat.
Oh, she's so polite and lovely.
I have to tell you, I've worked with a lot of people, and I have to put you right up at the top of the list of the most talented people that I've definitely.
I believe it.
Thank you.
And I'm going out on the limb here to say that if ever you need me to write a song for you, the next day I'll have 10 CDs for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we see artists say stuff like this on stage, and sometimes I think it's fluffy and it's for the camera. I've been in situations like this myself, but I tend to believe him. I tend to really believe him. Yeah. Because you know what? Brian McKnight is such a skilled vocalist. I mean, he's such a skilled overall musician, but when you're a musician who collaborates, I mean, he plays solo a lot because he's so functional at piano. I'm sure he plays plenty of band stuff, but he's so good solo. That when you do work with a vocalist, like I've said this a million times, you don't need a vocalist, like an 11 out of 10 caliber vocalist, to have a great performance. There's a million reasons why artists are great or singers are great, but the kind of vocalist he is would poop his pants for the kind of vocalist she is.
Yeah.
So I 100% don't think this is one of those like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr. I'd write you a song. Brr, brr." I think he's dead serious.
Agreed.
And I bet you they did collaborate. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a writer on one of her, like, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
So, why don't we sing maybe this right here?
Okay.
Aggressive. I don't know this again.
Was that the title? It Takes Two?
I didn't see that. It Takes Two. I don't even know that.
Love wandered inside.
Oh,
Stronger than you.
I know this. Stronger than
Stronger
I.
than I.
Why do I know this?
And now that it has been pure, we cannot turn back.
Oof.
We can only turn into one.
Question for you. You just played a show before Christmas of your own material.
Yes, I did.
Do you believe you're to the point now where when you go on stage, you're able to sing like that, like it's your living room? Or do you still have like adrenaline and vibes and stuff going on where you look back and or when you're in your body, you're like, damn it.
I guess it honestly just kind of depends with the repertoire that I have present. So if it's my own song, sometimes I get more anxious to perform it because I'm like, oh, maybe the song itself just sucks.
I
Do have to do
totally
more?
relate.
Like, do I need to do too much? Do I need to do more to make up and compensate for the fact that maybe it sucks?
So the songwriting's what's on your mind.
Songwriting, but also vocally, yeah. Am I going to execute this the way that I did on the album? Can I do it better than I did on the album? Like,
In your body though, can you get yourself to feel this relaxed on stage?
I can if it's like mainly R&B. Brian McKnight songs, actually, I feel way more comfortable singing.
You know what?
like that.
A lot of it is repertoire. You're totally right. You're totally right. And the configuration. If you're with a band you trust, if you're playing solo, if whatever it is.
Yes.
But I just see her and him, and I have to admit that I've spent so many years coaching and people being like, "Oh, I'm nervous," and me being like, "Oh, nervous is just excitement wearing a hat," and la 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 la. And then again, this past month in Asia, I was like, fuck. I'm full of bullshit a little bit. That is some fucked up advice. Fuck you. So I guess that's where I'm coming from, is just like, it's a really different hat. It's wearing a really different hat.
That's actually, now, when I'm with talented artists especially, I think maybe it makes me more comfortable. Like my sister, she's an awesome guitar player. Performing with her is the most relaxed I think I'll ever be.
Okay, but what if it was a super talented artist, but not your sister? What if it was a stranger, but just as talented?
I mean, stranger.
Yeah, stranger.
If it's a stranger, like, let's say we're...
Okay,
in
hey man,
public,
yeah, I've learned your song. I'm ready to go. Let's go. And they know your song.
I think it's a trust thing.
It's
if if I haven't heard you play, I don't know. Do I trust you? I'm still
You get
listening.
one run through.
Oh, Jesus.
You
Okay.
get one run through and then it's showtime.
It depends on how that artist is. Honestly, I'll always be anxious and listening. Like, are they going to catch me? Am I going to catch them? It's kind of like I'm thinking about that compromise and that partnership.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
It's hard.
stuff.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff.
I won't ever be too far away to feel, and I won't hesitate at all. Whenever you call,
Is it whenever you call?
remember a part of you so tender. I'll be the one to catch your fall whenever you call.
Oh.
And I
Did Mariah Carey do this?
can be inspired.
Finding my soul
So
there in your eyes.
there in your eyes.
Is it Mariah?
Yep. Right.
Have opened my eyes.
Oh, did you hear that stanky chord in there?
How can you tell this is Mariah? Is it what Regina's doing with her voice?
No, I literally think I remember this, Mariah doing this. I think, yeah. But she seems inspired by her.
I think we did talk about that.
But
Showing me yourself.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely inspired by her.
I won't ever be
too
far away to feel, and I won't hesitate at all. Whenever you call, I'll always remember a part of you so tender. I'll be the one to catch your fall whenever you call.
No way.
And I will breathe for you each day, comfort you inside the pain, pressure gently take the tears away. Yeah.
You can turn to me and I always understand that I give you all I am inside.
That's very Mariah though.
Yeah.
But when you looked it up,
Yes.
was this on her record, the one with her face on it?
I just saw the YouTube of her and Brian doing it live.
Wait, Mariah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Love wandered inside, stronger than you.
Yeah. Oh wait,
I think that's a Touch My Butt.
that one?
Love.
I'm just curious what year the single came out in 1998. Okay, you know what? You were actually right. This is not what I thought. I just recognized it from the way she was singing it. For sure, yeah. This is not the song I thought it was either. I didn't know this was a duet. I thought, yeah. All right.
I'll be too far away from you.
And I won't hesitate at all.
Whenever you go, I'll be too far to be you, and I won't hesitate at all. Whenever you
and be the one to catch your phone whenever you go.
Notice how that is a lot of notes coming from each of them, but that is not sword fighting. That absolutely works. There is absolutely space for each of their notes because that is musicianship. That is tasty as fuck. And that is what happens when everybody knows what's going on and when everybody trusts each other.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you
Yuck. Just sickening. Yeesh.
How do you like their tones together?
I don't know, you go first.
I don't, to be honest, I haven't listened in detail of Brian McKnight duetting with anybody else, but his tone itself is very unique. I really like
I agree.
and it's hard to find something.
I find her quite delicate. Now, when I say delicate, I mean she belts, she big,
Oh, yeah.
she's all the things.
She could do it
but
all.
tone, I find her quite like delicious and like tasty and sweet. And you're right, his tone is a little bit more.
It's like a soulful, raspy.
But I feel like a lot of people would say that she is soulful. I mean, listen to her riffs.
Yeah.
Definitely soulful, but there is something more tonally with him. Like, I think it's beautiful. I think
Totally.
when you have two musicians that good, nothing, like it's going to be good, but there is something I almost crave a little bit more, I don't know, rasp, a little bit more dirt. Because he's got a little bit more juice in there. I don't
So
know.
it's like you want them to kind of meet in that.
Yeah,
I
like
get
she just
that.
seems like Disney princess sweet. And he's kind of like, take me to church. I don't know. It's not that he's that raspy either. I think they work together beautifully. I would happily hear them sing together a zillion more songs and work together the way they do. I don't even know why I'm complaining. They're great. They're very similar, but they're yet very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's going to work again with that much skill. It's always going to work. And clearly they like working together.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to write her record on this stage. So I don't think anyone would say that they don't have chemistry, but yeah, it's like different textures, different vibes. And we're also listening to a zillion-year-old recording with poo-poo mixing.
Yeah, true.
And no, only random reverb and 6 feet of delay at the last 6 seconds. So, we're also going on that. But I think a beautiful collaboration, but an interesting question. I would be curious if her fans appreciated this collaboration and if her fans think that it's a good matchup. Again, I am more familiar with him. Her fans will obviously be more familiar with her. So what do you guys think? Like, do you think that's a good match made in heaven? I think that vocally they're a match made in heaven, like skill and vibe and connection. Texture-wise, I don't know, like everything works.
Yeah.
It all works.
Maybe different song. I don't know.
Absolutely,
Different mix,
maybe,
right? All of that.
maybe, but I think also there was a point at the beginning of this song where they were both really tender and really delicate. And I was like, man, I wish when I made short form content, or even sang full cover songs, I wish people responded the same way they did to delicate beauty as they did to like giant belting. Because for me personally, I put out all these big belty videos and people are like, wow, 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 wow. But then inevitably there's always somebody who's like, oh, enough screaming, enough yelling. Like, can't you do anything else? And it's like, yeah, I know I like to, but they get 4 views. But I think that's why this is so healthy for me personally to observe this and remember why I do this, what I fell in love with, what I personally think is beautiful, what brings me joy, how connected I am to you through this kind of vocal and my roots. Because as a content creator, it gets tricky to not be a little bit of a slave to what gets clicks. I've just been watching a bunch of content on this right now, kind of trying to hype myself back up, but
Okay.
it's a tough thing. Sorry, I'm kind of meandering. I'll meander back now. That beginning spot with them both tenderly, lots of riffs, but just tender connection. It's just, as an audience member and as a musician myself, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Let it be enough.
I agree.
Let it be enough.
Blue was wide open skies that got watered down with the tears in your eyes, and I know the way it feels when the color fades all into you. Soon it's all that you know, and the clouds start to feel like a place you call home. I've been there before. You think that you live alone, but you're not on your own. So take up a little light that finds you hiding. There's still love here, even when it's out of sight. Dive in when part of you is feeling hollow, 'cause the ocean inside you will lift you. You're gonna be okay, okay, it's alright.